Hey guys, it's Ted Bogert. Welcome back to the TED Show. I'm super excited to have this returning guest. It's been an interesting year for both of us. Jammie Treadwell with Treadwell Farms is here today, and we're going to talk about hemp in Florida, get a year in review, a year in retrospective. She's going to tell us all about the cool stuff that's going on at Treadwell Farms as well. Welcome back. How are you today?
I'm doing great. Thanks so much for having me again. The interview last year was actually the first media interview I had done for Treadwell Farms, so it's sort of like homecoming or something.
You kicked it off, and you're a natural.
Well, I had a good teacher. How's that?
Well, there you go. Well, so tell us, for those people who didn't tune in last year, tell us a little bit about you, and then of course about Treadwell Farms.
Sure. I'm Jammie Treadwell. I'm a lifelong Floridian. I actually own Treadwell Farms with my family. So my parents, Glen and Sharon Treadwell, and I grew up with a nursery in Central Florida. I have 4 uncles on my mom's side and 1 uncle on my dad's side. Everybody is either retired from a nursery or still has a nursery. So it's been very, very involved with agriculture, very involved with seeing Central Florida, grow and change. My family's actually been on both sides in agriculture in Florida for over 100 years. So we have, deep roots in the area and in ag here. And when hemp came about, we put our thinking caps on and figured out how we could be part of introducing a new crop to Central Florida and giving a boost to our agriculture, which is really important.
And hemp, explain, you did this last time and it was really good. I got a lot of comments. Are they interchangeable, the words hemp? People get confused between hemp and marijuana and CBD and THC.
Sure.
So give them a little bit, what is hemp actually?
Sure. So it gets a little confusing. So there's one plant, it's called Cannabis sativa L. It's actually been identified for hundreds and hundreds of years, back when plants were categorized. And we've given them legal definitions. So a plant that has less than 0.3% THC is considered a hemp plant. That means it should be non-psychoactive. A hemp plant has uses. We can use it to make essential oils like we do for our products. We can smoke it. We can use it for cooking. We can also use we use the leaves for a tea that we made in partnership with Yapon Brothers. And then we are saving all of the stems and stalks. And we've been approached by people that make animal bedding, and there's all kinds of fiber applications. The mask that I wear is made of hemp. I actually brought a hempcrete pot because that's one of the things we talked about before.
Hold on. Look at that.
The fibers can be used to make hempcrete, and the 4th hempcrete house in the country was actually made in Florida, and it had to pass all the hurricane certifications. So hemp is a cannabis sativa plant that does not have psychoactive components, or intoxicating components, I should say, intoxicating components. And we can use all of the different parts to create lots of different products. Medical cannabis or recreational cannabis or medical marijuana or recreational marijuana, those are also legal terms, and it just depends on which state you're in is what is allowed and how it's defined. So in 2018, the Farm Bill made hemp legal across the whole United States. So what it basically did is allowed each state to then define their own hemp program. So Florida defined theirs, and everything got signed into law in 2019. Treadwell Farms was licensed as a food facility first, where we can make our products at the early part of 2020, right before all of the craziness started. And then we actually, I was on quarantine at my house because it was right in the middle of the start of COVID. May 1st is the 1-year anniversary of our cultivation license. So
amazing.
You
do so many amazing things with hemp. Tell them a little bit, and then I want to talk about Treadwell Farms and the products. Sure. But I think people don't realize that hemp used to be a product that we used nationally for a very long time before that whole spin happened in the 20s or 30s, whenever that was. So tell them a little bit about that. We used to make so many amazing things out of hemp, and so now it's just starting to come back.
Yeah, there's I've read a lot about this, and there are some theories that the reason that marijuana was made illegal was to get rid of hemp, because hemp was what we used to make our paper, our rope, our canvas. We used it for so many purposes. More than 40% of what would have been an apothecary at the time would have had some form of what they would have called hemp at the time, or cannabis at the time. The folks that wanted to get it outlawed changed the name to marijuana. It really confused everyone. Of course, they said it was because of the intoxicating effects, but there are some who theorize that plastics and other oil-based, if you look at kind of where we were at in the cycle of business, a lot of plastics were coming into play. And so some of the people that had marijuana and thus hemp outlawed were like DuPont and William Randolph Hearst, who made all of his newspapers and wanted to make them off of wood-based paper versus hemp-based paper, or DuPont, who really wanted to see us move towards plastics and rayon and other materials. So I feel like there's this whole history of using it to make ourselves feel better, our lives better, as well as making products from it that we lost. And now's our time to catch up. And the great thing about the Farm Bill is every state in the country has the ability to develop their own state hemp program. I happen to think Florida's is the best, and I'll be happy to tell you why.
Yeah, tell us why.
It'll create so many industries. And with all the worries we have with global warming, hemp plants actually absorb twice the carbon that other plants do. So there's even talk about it being, just growing it itself is creating a benefit, much less the products that we can create from it. I think Florida's program is the best because it oversees us all the way from farming to the completion of products, and it has labeling guidelines that tell you where the product was made, what the ingredients are, how much cannabinoids should be in it. It makes sure that there's a QR code that you can scan for the certificate of analysis, which tells you it does have, it is what it says it is. So with the THC level, the CBD level, or any other cannabinoids it's advertising. But it also tells you that it's free of pesticides, heavy metals, mycotoxins, and microbials. And really, in my opinion, those things are more dangerous for a consumer. So the fact that for me as a farmer, from the time I put a seed in the ground, the state is watching and making sure we have third-party testing to make sure the products we sell are safe and that they're manufactured in food-safe facilities, I think is a big bonus. So we want to let people know they can buy fresh from Florida hemp products. And if they don't buy Treadwell Farms products, we would love for them to support Florida's hemp industry.
All right, so let's talk about Treadwell Farms products. You have some cool stuff already, and now you have some cool stuff coming up.
Okay. So the last time that we met, we had two products, and I'm just going to flash them up so people can see what they look like. We had our essential blend and our citrus spice blend tincture or drops. Basically, you put them under your tongue and they can absorb in and deliver the CBD that way. Our products are very simple, and we focus on organic ingredients, if at all possible, and also really focus on how other herbal components can support the CBD doing its job, is how I like to say it. So our citrus spice is our #1 seller. It also has orange, turmeric, cinnamon, and ginger, and it's great under the tongue, but we have people that put it in their tea or coffee. Our essential blend just has hemp extract, MCT oil from coconuts, and sunflower lecithin. It's the base for citrus. It can also go in tea or coffee. I like to put it in my bath salts. It'll absorb in that way. So it can be used for culinary purposes, or you can take it under your tongue. So this is where we were at when I met with you last
I did both of those. You were kind enough to, I tried both, used them both, and loved them both. Really.
Thank you.
Absolutely.
Really glad that you enjoyed them.
I did. I love the cinnamon one.
It's really tasty, and I don't know, people love it, and I'm glad that we've created something that they love, but also that we feel, can represent Florida well. That's why we did the citrus spice. Each of the ingredients has a purpose. We're very intentional because our name's on it, and we want to represent our family well, and we want to represent Florida well.
Love it.
The next product we have is topicals. I've got them flipped around, but you can see the Fresh from Florida seal. We have our cooling blend and our warming blend, and they're 600 milligrams of CBD. And then we include other organic essential oils and things like calendula and shea butter and arnica flowers to make a really nice topical that's meant for working areas like knuckles and knees and elbows, to really soak in and provide targeted relief with CBD for inflammation. A lot of the times people like it after workouts, or if they just have I have a nagging spot on my neck that I have problems with, that I can just apply it topically. And it's only $29, which is a great price for 600 milligrams. Those are very popular. And we also, if anybody's new to CBD, not trying to make a shameless plug, but
I like it. Shameless plug is good.
With our drops, and it comes with a CB diary, which basically gives you a way that you can monitor how you're feeling and which product worked for you. So it's also about helping you kind of figure out, because we know it can be confusing to try to learn about this and understand how it might work. So that's something that has been very well received. And we have a lot of blog posts on treadwellfarms.com that can show you how to read a COA or how to look for a CBD product. I mean, whether you choose ours or not, we just want people to be more educated about what a good product is and why the testing matters. So we have our evening blend is most lately our #1 seller. And that one has valerian root, vanilla, lemon balm, and I always forget the last one, chamomile. How can I forget the chamomile? But it's this bottle. And this has been our #1 seller this month. So I don't know if it's everybody can't sleep because of this protracted, stress and anxiety, but this is rapidly becoming our #1 seller. And it just really is, of course, the CBD helps you relax, but then those additional botanicals kind of boost it and give you a little bit of extra oomph for when you're having trouble sleeping.
I love that. I have not tried that one yet.
Well, we can take care of that. We just launched bath bombs, and we have some great deals on those for Mother's Day. So for somebody that wants to relax, my cousin Clara actually helped us design them. And our big thing was we wanted them to be really fizzy and to be high potency CBD for bath bombs. So it's 125 milligrams of CBD, but it fizzes for over 3 minutes. We timed it. So we have
that's good market research.
Yeah, we have essential, which you can add your own essential oil, or if you don't want a scent, some people it might give them a migraine, or maybe they have very sensitive skin. We wanted a pretty basic one. Then we have a citrus spice that kind of goes with our tincture. And then for Mother's Day, we have a sweet pea. And we have a special on our website where you can buy all three and get a nice little gift set if you're still looking for something for mom. But these are a great way to incorporate it in. And we also are now selling smokable flower. Initially, it wasn't something that we were going to do, but customers kept asking us. I don't know how well you can see, but it's under the Florida Hemp Farm brand. It's something that helps our farmers. We actually work with 10 farmers in Lake and Orange County. So it gives them another product for the material that they grow. But we've had a lot of customers that want to use it for culinary purposes, like making canna butters to incorporate into cooking, or they would like to smoke it. We've had a fair amount of medical cannabis patients that will use this to get the ratios that they want if they're having a hard time finding exactly what they want. So we have a couple of varieties, and we have some pre-rolls. And then this is where I already let the cat out of the bag with Ted, but Ted Show is the first to know. We have gummies now. We're actually launching them on Monday. They are 300 milligrams total, 10 milligrams per gummy. They are citrus flavored, and I think they're delicious. They also include zinc and vitamin C, so they're boosting for immunity. So anyway,
those are so cool. That's a big deal, Jammie. 5 harvests, 10 farmers, new products. And we were in a pandemic. So I'm really happy to be here and proud to tell you, what our team has accomplished. So you have done so much. And was 2020 a positive year for you all? Did you regroup? You obviously worked on some product, hence the gummies. What was 2020 like for you guys?
2020 was a challenge because we're a startup business, and I think it's like everybody, the way that you thought you were going to do things was not how you ended up doing them. You may have done them in a different order or a different way. What I know is our products have really helped people through this time. They tell us they help them rest, they help them feel more calm, they help them deal. And so from that perspective, it was very motivating to us to keep going. And I think for us and our farmers, because we partner with 10 here locally, it gave us something to focus on. We had another project to do. We had something that was exciting and promising, and everybody had something to learn. So it was really hard, but I think it served all of us well that we had this exciting project to work on. Very proud. All of our farmers got their state approval, passed their testing.
That's big.
Everybody's coming back for year 2. And Treadwell Farms has had 5 harvests since we got our license in May. So we were harvesting fresh hemp in December, in February, like the months of the year where other parts of the country can't. We were doing it with greenhouses. So, you make these plans and you have curveballs, but I feel like we've done what we set out to do. We have a few bumps and bruises and may not be sleeping as well, maybe a little more stressed, but we're still here. And that's probably how a lot of people are feeling right about now.
I'm very glad you're still here. All right, tell them how they can get more information, buy product. What's the best way for them to reach you guys?
Sure. You can reach us at treadwellfarms.com. We're also in a number of, retailers. Actually, we're going into La Boutique at Easton Market today. We're taking some products up there. So we are getting more in the Orlando space. You can find a list of retailers at treadwellfarms.com, or you can order online. If any of your viewers have questions about the hemp program in Florida or products in general, we just want to be here to help. We really want to see Florida be the best place for hemp in the country, if not the world.
The world. I like the world. All right. Jammie Treadwell with Treadwell Farms. Thank you. I'm super excited about your products, your new products. That's really good stuff. And you always come on and give us such a great education. Thank you for that. Because I think a lot of people still are confused. I'm learning the ropes, but I still have to kind of do that ratio thing, kind of play around with what works for me. And so the more you can educate yourselves, the better. So definitely want to go to treadwellfarms.com. Reach out to Jammie Treadwell. Thank you so much for being on the show, Jammie.
Thank you, Ted. It's a pleasure as always.
Always, always. All right, guys, we'll see you back here soon. Reach out to Jammie, treadwellfarms.com.